June 5th, and today, I'm just wondering if Luka Doncic is the best basketball player on planet Earth.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Are all financial advisors fiduciaries? Fewer than you think. Not knowing could reduce your lifestyle. Hi, I'm Mitch Kramer, founder and CEO of Fluent Financial. A fiduciary is a regulatory term to reduce conflicts of interest in wealth management. A fiduciary always works in your best interest. A non-fiduciary advisor might put their compensation or company ahead of yours. At Fluent Financial, we are certified financial planners acting as fiduciary advisors. To learn more, go to fluentfinancial.com or Fluent Financial's YouTube channel.
There's been a significant development in your laundry room. Laundry detergent sheets, not dryer sheets, but the same concept. Paper thin, remarkably efficient. Just toss one into your load of clothes and voila! Sparkling clean and smelling great. And as a plus, they're hypoallergenic for those with sensitive skin. Jugs of detergent. Jugs that just wind up in trash heaps. It's easy to get your laundry detergent sheets. Just go to the link in today's podcast episode.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Okay, let's start with the bad stuff about Luka and get that out of the way. First, he's a whiner. He's a complainer. He's a bitcher. He just doesn't stop. He tells us he's going to stop. He doesn't stop. Opposing fans have picked up on this, and they just get after Doncic in virtually every arena in the NBA, calling him a crybaby and other things we can't put on a podcast. It's hard to watch. Even for the best Luka fans in the world, it's hard to watch. And if you've been a listener to this podcast, you know that I have an opinion that whining, that complaining has cost Luka. That reputation has spread around the league, and I think it's cost him votes in the MVP balloting. Okay, next. His conditioning. This used to be true. I hate to say this about an athlete, but Luka was fat, and it hurt his game. Not at the offensive end so much, at the defensive end. And you know, Luka Doncic, because of that poor conditioning, used to wear down in the fourth quarter. That is not true anymore. Luka is a beast in the fourth quarter of most games. That knock on Luka of conditioning, that's a thing of the past. Finally, his defense. Let's be charitable and say that early in his career, he was poor. Now, I think conditioning played a part in that, because I think Luka rested on that end of the floor because of his poor conditioning. But now, he's not ever going to be a stifling presence defensively, but he's gotten better. He's improved to the point where he's okay. And maybe that's all we're ever going to get from Luka, that he's okay. But the Luka contributions at the other end, combined with okay on the defensive end, make him a star player. Now, about being the best player on planet Earth. This year, I'm going to round off the numbers. Luka averaged every game 34 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. He is the first Dallas Maverick to ever win the scoring title in the NBA. Let that sink in. We've gotten so used to Luka numbers that I think we ought to stop and rattle ourselves and say, wait a minute. Every night he gets 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. By the way, his assist total this season was also the highest ever for Luka. And his shooting efficiency was the highest ever in Luka's 6-year career. There's only one person in NBA history who's ever averaged a triple-double for a season, and that is the ultimate greatness of Oscar Robertson. I was very, very young at the time, but I did get a chance to see Oscar Robertson. What a wonderful player. And remember, that was before the NBA had a three-point line. Lord knows what Oscar Robertson would have averaged had there been a three-point line in the NBA back when he played. But back to Luka. Okay, so these fabulous regular season numbers, 34, 10, and 9. How about the playoffs? Virtually the same. Luka's been statistically virtually the same player in the playoffs. In the Western Conference Finals, the best defensive team in the NBA this year, Minnesota, threw every conceivable package at Luka. He was guarded by really small guys, really big guys, and lots of in-between guys. They never slowed him down. 32 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. There's that virtually the same player every night stat for Luka. He won the MVP of the Western Conference Finals. This year, Luka played with that increased conditioning more than 37 minutes a game, his highest total ever in an NBA season. He missed by less than half a minute a game of leading the NBA in minutes played per game. He's already scored 6 years in the NBA. He's already scored well over 11,000 points. And he has 77 triple-doubles in his career. The all-time highest number of triple-doubles in a career is Russell Westbrook with 199. Given health, Luka will blow right by that figure. And remember, he just turned 25 in February. 25! Finally, heading into these NBA Finals with Boston, of all players in the playoffs, everybody in the playoffs, he's number 1 in points per game, number 1 in rebounds per game, number 1 in assists per game. He is the first player in all of NBA playoff history to lead everybody in that year's playoffs in all 3 categories: points, rebounds, assists. So, how do the Celtics deal with Luka? How do they stop Luka? That's the subject of tomorrow's Just Wondering podcast.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, and by Star Power, Love Where You Live.
Just Wondering is a production of DSP Media for FanStream Sports. You can find Norm's show along with other great programming at fanstreamsports.com.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, hit follow. And every weekday, a fresh new episode of Just Wondering will be delivered right to you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please share it with a friend. Finally, Should you have questions or comments, please share them with us by going to X and our address at Norm's Clubhouse. That's Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. And every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitchkus, and I'm just wondering too.